Good afternoon to one and all. Already we have started the second unit, and in the last class we have discussed about the basic concept, what are the objective, importance of the subject, chapter, core outcomes of the chapter, and central idea of the chapter, and some introduction of the equipments also we have discussed. Now we will move to the towards instrumentation classifications. Actually secondary instruments classifications we have to start now. So anyone, can you tell me the how many types of instruments are there? The measuring instruments are classified into mainly
Two types.
two types. What are those two types?
Absolute
Absolute
instrument.
secondary.
Absolute and secondary
Secondary.
instruments. The absolute instruments are what?
Determine the magnitude of the quantity to be measured in terms of instrument parameter.
In terms of instrument parameter we are going to calculate that one, but later we can convert that one voltage into current into voltage. As per our requirement we can do that one. That is called absolute instruments we are going to call. The secondary instruments are directly to measure the voltage, the voltmeter we are going to use. So direct measurement we are going to do. The quantity to be measured directly we are going to determine that one. That is called secondary instruments we have discussed in the last class. So now what you'll do, I think, just a minute. It is going to operate or not, right? Leave it. So the secondary instruments are again classified into three types we have classified. That one based on the instruments, which type of instruments we are going to use. Based on that one we have classified the secondary instruments into three types. The first one is indicating instrument, second one is recording instrument, third one is integrating instrument. All of you know very well the name itself, it indicates that here. Name, what it mean? Indicating. Indicating instruments is nothing but if any meter is there, it is not going to display the value, just it is going to indicate. Already the scale will be there, 1 2 3 4 5, like that the scale will be there. Which value it is going to measure, there it is going to indicate through a pointer. Through a pointer it is going to rotate over there and it is going to indicate. So that type of instruments are called as indicating instruments. We are going to call that one. Second one, recording instruments. Recording means they are going to, these type of instruments continuously they are going to record the values. Suppose for the timing example, I have to count the voltage here now. The power or voltage we have to count here. The input is time. Here I will consider morning 6 a.m. Every hour I want to calculate the power here. 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, up to 12 p.m. we can measure over there. Just it is, what is the role of this one means, at the 6 a.m. what is the power value, at the 7 a.m. what is the power value, at the 8 what is the power, at the 9 what is the power, like that it is going to record that one here. Just once the complete picture we want means, like this it is going to show in the values, or I can make the graph also here. So only it is not going to calculate anything, just it is going to record that one. Whatever the value is there, exact value, they are this type of instruments, they will record that one. So those type of instruments are called as recording instruments. Recording instruments. The third one is integrating instruments. We are going to call that one. See, suppose we want to, these are the quantity they are going to measure for particular duration, we are going to call that one. With respect to time, how much quantity we have consumed, That is called integrating instruments we are going to call. Example is energy meter only. For monthly electricity bill will come to your house. How much power you have consumed or how much energy you have utilized of that power. Power with respect to time is nothing but energy. So both like that, it is going to calculate the value. Suppose to 550 kilowatt you have used over there, 100 kilowatt we have used over there, or 30 units, 40 units, 50 units, they are going to consider here now. With respect to time, how much we have consumed, based on that one, those type of instruments we are going to call as integrating instruments. We'll call that one here now. So one by one, I have already explained this one. Then also one by one, the instruments we'll discuss here now. See here, this is indicating instruments. We are going to call that one. Indicating instruments, already you can see that one. It's not moving over there. You can see here, some meters are there here. The right side, I have added some images. I have added some images, is there? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this type of images, what it here, see here you can see that one here. One pointer is there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what it mean this one or this one? It is a scale, we are going to call that one here. This is scale. Here the pointer is at 0 now. Initially here, see here, this small lines is there. It is in the order of scale, we are going to call that one. Scale means already they have mentioned here now 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Based on that one, they have mentioned the values over there. Suppose I will give the supply, I want to measure the current, means this is ammeter. We just think that one, it is ammeter here. So when the supply is on, we have applied some voltage. Suppose current is 5 ampere is there. Current is 5 ampere is there. Just imagine that one. So the pointer is at 0. Whenever we'll switch on this circuit, this pointer, it is going to indicate at 5 here now. Here 5 is there, means this pointer will shift it to 5 here now. So this type of instruments are called, which type of instruments these are? Indicating. 5 किधर है, उधर indicate कर रहे हैं. Pointer, it indicates the value of 5. So how much required is there, how much the supply is there, what is the quantity to be measured is there, that one it is going to indicate over there. The quantity to be measured, the magnitude of that value, it is going to indicate. Those type of instruments are called indicating instruments. Those type of instruments are called indicating instruments. We are going to call that one. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. So indicating instruments, those type of instruments are called as indicating instruments. We are going to call that one. Just this one, this pointer, it is going to deflect over there and it is going to indicate the values over there. The which quantity is going to measure, that one it is going to indicate here now. That is called indicated value. We are going to call that one. Is it clear? Indicating instruments.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one we'll see here. That is recording instruments. The name itself, it is saying recording. Recording the whatever the Zoom meeting is recording here now. Your class is recording. Any quantities we are going to record that one. Suppose here I have shown at the right side here now. Just see at the right side that here I have shown here. See here. L1, L2, L3. The voltage we are going to measure here now. 3-phase voltage recorder we are going to call here. How much it is displaying here now? L1 231.8, L2 is 231.4, L3 is 231.1 here now. This line 1 voltage, line 2 voltage, line 3 voltage, with respect to time, it is going to record. With respect to time, it is going to, what it will do, it is going to record that one. It is going to record here now. So that is called recording instruments. We are going to call that one. This type of instruments records the magnitude of the quantity to be measured continuously over a specific period of time. Daily we can calculate, hour basis we can calculate, minute wise we can calculate, second wise also we can record this type of measurements here. Is it clear? This one? Hello, is it audible or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next one is integrating instruments. This type of instrument gives the total amount of quantity to be measured over a specified period of time. What is this one? Anyone, have you seen this instrument? Have you
Yes,
seen this instrument? What it is? It is
energy meter.
energy meter. It is going to measure the energy here now. Starting, suppose whatever the energy it is going to count, that one per unit wise it is going to measure that one. Here number of units it is going to display here now, 5, 1, 2, 3. So suppose every month your the bill collector or whatever the meter bill issuer will come, that one from the Mahadiscom, some persons will come. What they will do, previous reading they will note down, and previous reading they have already record of previous reading, present reading minus previous reading, they will add that one. So total number of units consumed, they will get that one. Yes, total number of units will get that one. So based on that one, per unit how much charge you have to add, that one they will issue and they will give the bill to you people. But how it is going to count this one? The quantity it is going to measure. What quantity it is going to measure? The power it is going to measure. Power with respect to time. 3 kilowatt power. How many minutes we have used? That one it will convert into energy. That one it will convert into energy. So that energy into converted into per unit. Based on that, the electricity bill will come to you peoples. So that one, it will give the measured value, the quantity, the total number of units we have measured over there. Roll number 15, roll number 24. Already both have left the minute here. So that is those type of instruments we are going to call as integrating type instruments. We are going to call that one integrating. What we are measuring here? Power. With respect to time, it is nothing but energy. How much energy we have consumed per kilowatt hour, how much rate we have to add that one. It is not going to this energy meter, it is going to display the rate. No. What is the unit of energy? Watt hour, na? What is the unit of energy? Hello.
Watt.
Watt. What is the unit of power then?
पावर का वैट और एनर्जी का पावर पर वैट.
What?
एनर्जी का जूल लेते.
Joule. Joules
Joule.
are, we are going to call that one kilowatt hour. We are going to call that one kilowatt hour. Hour means it's time only, na?
Yes, sir.
Power into time, that is called kilowatt hour. We are going to call. So kilowatt with respect to time, that is called energy. It is going to display. It is going to tell that one how much energy you have consumed for 1 month. The rate and all that one, they have their own calculations. They will not here, it is not going to display your electricity bill. It is just, it is going to display how much energy you have consumed or how much energy you have utilized. We are going to call that one. Power you have consumed, energy you have utilized in duration of 1 month. Specific period they have mentioned here now. Specific period, every month they will issue the electricity bill. Every month they will issue the electricity bill or not. Suppose प्रीवियसली 3100 मीटर रीडिंग है, सोचो ये मीटर है ना, इधर 3100 है. Okay, after 1 month what he will come, he will read that one 3220, he will read that one. So total units, number of units consumed, what is that one? Maximum value minus present value minus previous value, also we can call that one. 3220 minus 100, it is nothing but
120.
120 units you have utilized. So this, it will display that one only how much energy after fixing the meter, how much energy you have consumed, that is going to display that one. They will mention, note down the previous reading, present reading, they will note down, and per unit for the first 30 units how much charge you have to add, next after 31 to 40 units how much amount they have to charge, they will decide that one. Later the gender distribution persons, they are going to decide that one, they will issue the bill over there. So this type of instruments, which one for a particular period of time total consumption or utilized, it is going to display, those type of instruments we are going to call as integrating instruments, we are going to call that one integrating instruments. Roll number 39, roll number 39, Shinde.
Yes, sir.
What is the time now? And even you have very less attendance. You have very less. Huh? Listen, I am planning to visit for your house. I will send the HOD to your house directly. Remember, I will not come. I will make a slot that one, like you peoples. I will make the HOD. I will arrange a slot for you peoples to visit your house. Who is having the less attendance? You have only 14% attendance. Remember that. Then also you are not joining the incorrect time. Okay, so these are the 3 types of secondary instruments. One is indicating, second one is recording instruments, third one is integrating instruments. So our main aim is to, what is the title of this chapter?
Analog instrument.
Analog instruments. So out of these 3 types we have discussed now, we have discussed indicating, recording, integrating. In these 3, which one is the analog meter?
Indicating instrument.
Indicating instrument is our analog instruments. So that one only we are going to discuss. Whatever we have discussed up to here, that is commonly we have discussed. Next, the actual unit related, the part it will start over there, that is called indicating instruments. You have the idea of that now. What do you mean by indicating instruments? You know very well. Yes, now you have idea about the indicating instruments. So the next question will arise here now. Indicating instruments means क्या बोल के मालूम होगा अभी? Essentials of indicating instrument. Indicating instruments operate होने के लिए what is the essential parts and essential functions, we are going to call that one. We are going to discuss the essentials of indicating instrument. So indicating instruments are those which indicate the value of quantity that is being measured at the time at which it is measured here now. Just now I told that one, based on the scale where which value or which quantity to be measured at that point, it is going to just indicate here now. It is going to indicate here 5 is there, the value is 5, it will indicate here. Now we have to think that one, the value is 5, we have to think that one here now. Such instruments consist essentially of a pointer. Which one it is going to indicate? What is the indicating part here now?
Pointer.
The pointer we are going to call here now. It has the arrow at that point, which is the main pointer. It is going to indicate that one here now. Pointer which moves over a calibrated scale. This is the calibrated scale we are going to call, which is attached to the moving system. Here some operating system is there, some moving system is there, it may be springs and all the things, it has that one. It is going to rotate from maximum value to minimum value, it is going to rotate. It will rotate from the maximum value to the minimum value. Roll number 38, Mahesh Shamde. Shamde Mahesh.
Yes, sir.
Now joined late, then you are disturbing to the class. अभी ज्वाइन किए तो एक्सेप्ट किया, वही गलती की है क्या?
No.
So move to the calibrated scale we are going to call, which is attached to the moving system, pivoted in bearing here. Now some bearings are there. It is rotating part. It is rotating part or not? Moving, the pointer is moving from the maximum to minimum, minimum to maximum, and maximum to the minimum. Both are possible here now. When we will give the supply to this one, it is going to rotate. It will start to indicate the value here now. After removing the supply, it will come back to the zero, or it will stay over there only. It will come back to the zero or not? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Example, you may have the car or you may have the two-wheelers. Whenever you are riding your vehicle, in this one, previously the analog meters was there. The pointer, it is going to show that 160 kilometer, 80 kilometers while riding that one. Once the car or vehicle is stopped, it will come back to zero or not?
Yes, sir.
That is the analog instruments, indicating instruments we are going to call. Just I am taking the example of that one. All the vehicles have the speedometers. Nowadays, the digital speedometers are come. So it is going to directly display the value. But previously, all the cars or two-wheelers, they have the analog meters are indicating instruments, the 60, 70, 80, 100, 120, 140, like that. They are the pointer, it is going to indicate the speeds over there. It is going to indicate the speeds. Once the vehicle is stopped, then it will come back to the zero, like that. Here, to rotate this one from the zero to non-zero value and non-zero value to zero, it has some pivoted bearings are there. Based on the bearings, it is going to rotate here now, clockwise direction and anti-clockwise direction. In between maximum and minimum value, it is going to rotate. Minimum is zero, maximum is whatever the rating is there. For the speed up to 160, it may be 180 kilometer, like that. Based on that one, we are going to call that one. So the moving system is subjected to the following three talks. Now, before starting these talks, is it clear? And the indicating instruments means now you have the idea, clear picture of that one. If you have any doubts here, up to here, you can ask me. This is the second part now. Indicating instruments, you have any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Next, I told that one. It is starting from zero to non-zero value, it will move over there. And from the non-zero to the zero value, it will move over there. And it may be in between, it is going to stop over there. How it is going to operate? On which basis it is operating? Which torques are required? Which forces are there? That one we are going to discuss here now. Mainly this system, this moving system is, whatever this moving system is there, the pointer moving system is there, that is subjected to the following three torques or force we are going to call here. Deflecting torque or deflecting force we can call, controlling torque or controlling force, damping torque and damping force we are going to call that one here. Deflecting torque is means operating here now. Operating means which is zero to non-zero value. It is going to operate over there. It is going to indicate some value. That is for that reason, this torque required to show or indicate the value, that is called operating torque or deflecting torque, we will call that one. Restoring torque means once it is indicated the value, after removing the supply, it should have to come back to the zero. That is called controlling or restores here now. Maximum non-zero to zero ko reset ho jayega. That torque is nothing but restoring torque we are going to call. Damping torque means in between this operating torque and restoring torque, that is called damping torque we are going to call. Based on these three torques only, all the instruments of indicating instruments will operate here now. So mainly these three are very important Based on this one, the questions may comes to you people. MCQ questions will come, or it may be some long questions also may comes over there. So the moving subject system of a indicating instrument is depends on what? 3 torques or force also we can call that one. 3 torques or force, deflecting or operating torque, controlling or restoring torque, damping torque we have classified here now. One by one we'll discuss here. Now, one by one we'll discuss. Deflecting means deflects only, na? Yes or no? Operation के लिए क्या करने का 0 to it has to show some value here now. हमको 10 amperes चाहिए, 0 से 10 amperes it is going to operate that one. So for that reason operation कर रहे, operating torque we are going to call that one. 10 से वापस 0 it is going to restore. So that is called restoring or reset or controlling torque we are going to call. Damping torque we are going to call that one here now. Third one we will discuss one by one. Now I will start the first one, that is called deflecting torque here. Deflecting torque. Someone is using the pointer. Who is that? Allow participants to chat, unmute, start video. Okay, I have removed that one. Can I try using? Okay, we'll stop at deflecting torque. Na? Okay, see here. What it is this? Just I am showing the diagram here now. Diagram is visible, all of you.
Yes, sir.
This is the calibrated scale is there here. It is a calibrated scale. We are going to call that one here. This is the pointer. The pointer we are going to call that one here now. So the pointer initially without any supply or without using that one, at the start it will be at 0 value. Yes, it will be at 0 value. The pointer I will consider that one as this one as 0 value, and this is some around 20 I will consider. Just I will write that at 20 ampere I will write on here. Okay, current will we are measuring here. At the initial condition, the pointer was at this condition, at this point. But whenever I will apply some voltages and this instrument is connected in series with the circuit, and because of some current will flow through this instrument, it may be temperature operated, it may be electrostatic, or it may be electromagnetic induction, or whatever it may be. What will happen? The coils inside, some coils are there. Based on that one, it will get magnetized, or some bearings or spindle we are going to call that one. Deeply we'll discuss by using a PMMC and PMMI machines here. Inside this one, some spindles are there which is connected to the pointer here. Now the spindle will start to rotate through a bearings, then the pointer will start to rotate here. Based on the electromagnetic induction or based on the temperature, it may be any reason to operate this one here. So once the spindle is rotated, what will happen? The 0 value setted pointer, it will start to deflect from 0 to non-zero value. Somewhere here it is start to deflect here now. So to deflect from 0 to non-zero, the pointer to move from 0 value to the non-zero value, whatever the torque is required, that torque we are going to call as deflecting torque, or force we are going to call that. The torque is called deflecting torque or deflecting force we are going to call that one here now. समझ में आ रहा है? 0 value करे थे initial. So 0 to non-zero value, we are connecting this meter in the circuit, means we are going to measure something. Yes or no? We are going to measure something. If we are measure something, means it should have to move from 0 to non-zero value. A 0 to non-zero value move होने के लिए whatever the force is required, that force is called deflecting force or deflecting torque. We are going to call that one. Deflecting force or torque we are going to call that one. Is it clear? The concept is very simple.
Yes, sir.
The concept is very simple. This is the concept of deflecting torque here now. See here in detail we'll read that one in detail. We'll read that one. Who is using the pointer? Enable waiting room, hide profile assistant. Okay. When there is no input signal to the instrument, suppose one indicating instruments we have connected to the circuit, but there is no input signal. They have not switched on the supply. Input is not there. On that condition, what will happen? There is no input signal to the instruments. The pointer will be at 0 position. Initially, the pointer will be at 0 position. To deflect the pointer from its 0 position, a force is required. From 0 position to the non-zero position को deflect करने के लिए force is required. That force is necessary, which is known as, force is known as deflecting force. We are going to call to deflect the pointer from its 0 position. A force is necessary, which is known as deflecting force or torque. Both are same only. We are going to call that. The deflecting torque is produced by the making one of the magnetic, heating, chemical, magnetic effect, we can call that one, or heating से हो सकते, chemical reaction से हो सकते, electrostatic, electromagnetic induction effect of current, voltage, and the cause of moving system of the instrument to move from its 0 position here. इसमें कौन सा भी हो सकते, anything, it may be magnetic effect or heating effect, chemical reaction, electrostatic, electromagnetic induction effect of current, voltage. It may be the pointer, the force will be producers, which will, the pointer will move from 0 to non-zero position. A system which produces a deflecting force, the system which produces a deflecting force is known as deflecting system, we are going to call. Whatever the force is required to shift the pointer from 0 to non-zero value, that force is called deflecting force. Yes, the system which will produces the deflecting force, कौन सा system deflecting force को produce करते, that system is known as deflecting system. We are going to call that one. Generally, a deflecting system converts an electrical signal to the मैकेनिकल फोर्स. हमने इंस्ट्रूमेंट, सपोज एमीटर है, एमीटर को हमने क्या दे रहे हैं, इनपुट सप्लाई दे रहे हैं ना, इलेक्ट्रिकल सप्लाई वी आर गिविंग. यस, but the pointer, it is going to rotate here, no, so mechanically it is rotating here. Input is given electrical, but the output is mechanical. So that one, generally deflecting system, this deflecting system converts electrical signal, voltage or current is converted into mechanical force here now. Force means it is deflecting here now. So that is the, this is the deflecting system operation, we are going to call that one here. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, one by one now. What we will do here, see here, some operations we are going to, magnitude effect we are going to call that one. What is this one? See here, this is just an iron piece, we are going to call that one here. This is just a iron piece here now. It is not a magnet. Here iron piece is there. Here one more iron piece is there. I will take two iron piece. Two iron piece, I will take that one. Here, when I will bring that two iron pieces to the nearer to one to another, is there any attraction, repulsion will occurs over there?
Yes, sir.
होते क्या? Just iron piece I am telling. I am not telling the magnet. Remember.
No.
No. Both are iron pieces only. So there is no property of magnetism here now. There is no property of magnetism. For this one, what I will do, it is one iron piece ही छोड़ देता हूँ. Another one को मैं क्या करूँगा? I will do that one. I will make some winding arrangement to that one here. उसको, वो iron को थोड़ा wire लेता हूँ, उसको ऊपर जैसा winding जैसा, I will make a coil over there. I will make the coil here now. And I will start to flow the supply को connection कर देता हूँ. Then once the current will start to flow through this coil, this whatever the iron piece is there, it acts as magnet now. Electromagnet we are going to call. Once the electrical supply is given to this one wound on iron piece, this iron acts as magnet. This is a basic concept. This iron acts as magnet here. Now the current flowing inside the coil, that is called north pole, and the current coming outside, that is called south pole. It will create the poles automatically over there. Okay, now once the supply current is flowing through this coil, means it is act as a, this whole coil will act as, reply magnet. Whole coil is act as a magnet. So and that once it is acting as a magnet, whenever I will bring the iron piece near to that one, it will attract or not?
Yes.
It is
Yes.
going to attract here now. So this principle is used as permanent magnet or moving iron is there. Moving iron coil is there or not? Moving PMMI, the instrument. In that instrument, we are going to use this one. This one I am not doing any movement. Just I am making this one as a magnet. Whenever I will bring this one into near to this, it will act as a magnet here now. And automatically once it is attracted means it will also act as a magnet. Some south and north poles will be created over there. Is it clear, this part? When a current passes through a coil, it produces an imaginary bar magnet here now. Imaginary bar magnet. When a soft iron piece is brought near to this coil, it is magnetized here now. Yeah, imaginary magnet जैसा act हो रहा है, but whenever we will bring the soft iron piece to this one, it will also act as magnet only. This coil is magnetized because of magnetizing effect here now. This magnetized effect is applied to this one here now. Depending on the current direction, the poles are produced in such a way that there will be force of attraction between the coil and the soft iron piece we are going to call. Whatever it may be, this is just an iron piece. It may be north or south, whatever it may be. But based on this current direction, here the current is flowing means inside the coil, that is north and south here. Suppose if we found reverse here now, this will act as a north pole and this will act as a south pole. And that situation, the iron parts will be changes over there. ये north हो गए तो ये south हो गए. Opposite poles attracts each other. You have studied the magnetism already. All of you, you have studied the magnetic principles. You have studied or not? Hello. All of you have already studied that one. So this one, this is the magnetic effect we are going to call that one. Similarly, just a minute, two iron piece हमने एक को winding किया, another one as it is we have kept. The third one, next one, second one, what we will do, force between two current carrying coil here now. This is not, another one is there, one more. We'll discuss. This one. Force between permanent magnet and current coil carrying coil here now. See here, this is the permanent magnet we are using here. Here the imaginary magnet, the current flowing through this coil and it acts as a imaginary magnet here now. This one we are going to call it as a coil one. Here this permanent magnet is there, permanent magnet. Then whenever we'll bring this coil nearer to this one, it may be force of attraction, both the poles are same, then it will force of repulsion will occurs. If the opposite poles, force of attraction will be occurs over. Yes or no? This is the permanent magnet. This is the moving coil we are going to call. So this principle we are going to apply in permanent magnet moving coil instruments. This principle we are going to apply in permanent magnet moving coil operation. PMMC, all of you heard the instrument name or not?
Yes, sir.
So in this principle we are going to apply. The magnet is fixed one here now. There is no rotating, there is no moving part, but the coil is moving part we are using here now. It may be force of attraction or repulsion here now. When a current carrying coil is placed under the influence of magnetic field produced by a permanent magnet and a force is produced between them, that force will be either a force of attraction or repulsion we are going to call. It may be based on this poles, it may be attraction or it may be repulsion we are going to call. This effect is utilized in permanent magnet moving coil instrument. Permanent magnet moving coil instrument. The third point is that is called force between two current carrying coils here now. Here we are not anything here, two current carrying coils are there. Here also coil is there, here also coil is there. Yes or no? Both are coils only. Current carrying coils only we are using in both the conditions. There is no iron part. Both are imaginary coils are there. When two current carrying coils are placed closer to each other, there will be force of repulsion between them. Here south and south poles are there. Yes.
Yes, sir.
The current is entering into this coil. Here the current is entering into this coil. This one north and this one north. We will consider that one. Here south and south poles both will repulse each other here. Now, if one coil is movable and other one is fixed, anyone, now we are not saying that one this is movable, this is fixed. Anyone we can make that one as fixed, another one will be movable. The movable coil will move away from the fixed one. Fixed one ka nazdik se wo, it is going to away because force of repulsion will occur here. Now, this principle we are going to apply in the EMMC we are going to call electrodynamometer type instrument here. All three principles we have discussed here. Now, all three principles are applicable for all three instruments, that is permanent magnet moving coil, permanent magnet moving iron, and electrodynamometer here. Electrodynamometer type instruments here. Now, is it clear the concept? How many types of forces are essential for indicating instruments?
3.
3. So in that one, the indicating instrument, the deflecting force is required. The deflecting force will be operate under these three conditions over there. One is two iron or one coil and fixed iron is there. PMMI we are going to call that one. Permanent magnet moving iron. Iron is moving we are going to call. Another one is permanent magnet moving coil principle we are going to use. Third one is EMMC, that is electrodynamometer principle we are going to use here now. So we will stop here only for the today. Will deflecting torque only we have discussed, and in the next class we'll discuss the controlling torque as well as damping torque. We'll discuss that one. The controlling torque principle is already there here now. So we'll stop here only. So some people you have very less attendance. Remember that you have to attend the classes regularly. समझ में आ रहा है क्या नहीं वो बोलो पहले. All of you are understanding?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts?
No, sir.
Can I end the meeting now? Any doubts? If you have any doubts, you can ask. किसी को कुछ doubt है? No. Okay, roll number 1 is present. Roll number 1. Roll number 1, reply fast. Roll number 1. Is it audible or not?
Yes, sir.
Present, roll number 4.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Present.
Roll number 1 and 4. Roll number 44. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Roll number 42. (44, 42). 42, 41.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 41. Roll number 1, 4, 41, 44. You peoples, what you will do? Just a minute. We'll stop here only and we'll continue in the next class. I'll stop the recording.